everybody, I am working on my Altered Index 2025 challenge by Nonstop Paper Crafts, and I'm working on week 8 and the prompt is Shattered Image. So I had a couple ideas. One of my ideas I didn't have the supplies for. I spent quite a bit of time looking through my stash and couldn't find anything, so I came up with a different idea. So I have this old stamp set, and I had a few years ago stamped out this image onto watercolor paper, and I used these really cheap water paints. I probably got them at the dollar store, honestly. And I had stamped that out, and die cut it. So my plan is, I thought of a quote that spoke to me about shattered images, and I've just got it written down here. I just said, shatter the negative self-image you've created in your mind. So my plan is to put this quote, I'm not sure if I'm going to use black paper with a white Jelly Roll pen to write it, or if I will write it on this strip of cardstock, watercolor cardstock, and add it in. I think I want to do like a word or a few words at a time, and then, cut it down. And basically, I want to have the image probably around here, and then write down here is what I'm thinking right now. But I'm going to use this ultra thick embossing powder. I have not used this very much. I don't honestly even really know what the ultra thick embossing powder is for. I usually use superfine embossing powder, but I once saw a video of using this and layering up the embossing powder to make it, I don't know, more glossy, thicker, different texture. Anyways, one time I tried using this on an image, probably this size or larger, and I put several layers on, and when I went, it curled up as it was drying, and when I went to flatten it down to stick it onto my card, the dried embossing powder, embossed image, whatever, broke, kind of shattered like glass, and I remembered that as I was thinking of this prompt, Shattered Images, so hopefully it's going to work like that again. We'll see. So that is the plan. Actually, I'll probably emboss that first, because then it can dry while I'm working on building up the rest of the layers. So let's take the image. I do have my heat tool. I've got a tinfoil box to heat set it in. And I have my WOW embossing pad that I just re-inked with this re-inker. I don't generally emboss on watercolor paper. Well, honestly, I don't use watercolor paper a lot. So I don't know if it's going to nicely get in all the grooves of the paper. If not, I'll try using that re-inker. But see, it doesn't even, maybe this would work better. I hope whatever ink and stuff that I used on this image years ago holds up with this. Oh, that's looking pretty good. Let's get a little bit more there. And I've got my scrap paper that I put the embossing powder onto. My fingers are feeling a little sticky. So if anybody's watching this video and is familiar with this like super thick embossing powder, and you know what it's supposed to be used for, drop me a comment and let me know, because I like to learn while that is still, oh, it's stuck. While it's still wet though, I'm gonna add some more. Oh, it didn't get everywhere. Hold up. Some parts didn't seem to stick. I don't know why that's happening. Add more. It is definitely giving like a glossy, I think I'll actually leave it like that. I don't know if you can really see, but it's like there. It's glossy like it's actually glass. So that's kind of cool. So let's set that over there to dry and clean up my mess. Okay, you can see it is starting to curl up there, which is a good thing. So hopefully it will actually break like the one I did a long time ago. So now, I did, as I was getting all my things ready for this card, I did pull out these really old, like I said, probably dollar store watercolors, and I tested those two colors there, and they are the two colors I had used on that. So I'm kind of thinking I'm gonna put some, maybe just the blue. I don't know if I'll add yellow in there or if I'll just kind of put some blue. And also, obviously, if I have dollar store watercolors, I am not skilled or like very knowledgeable at all about watercoloring. So I'm adding some water to that, which I think you're supposed to do. Come on. And add some water here. And well, there's not very much water there at all. Some up there. I don't know what I'm doing, guys, so I'm just playing. Well, let's try drying some of that. So if that goes like there-ish. And I really don't have black on there. If I was going to use black for the images, maybe I should add some black. See how curly that is though? It's still a little warm, so I'm going to leave it. I might add some black. I'm gonna add it there first, where it's under. I don't know if I'm gonna like this. Kind of looks like a hot mess right now. But I kind of felt with the sentiment being about having a negative self-image, the black kind of fits. Getting ink splatters on my desk. Okay. I think that can work for now. Do I want to add anything else to that? Let's see what's going to happen. Is this going to work? Did I make it thick enough? Oh, there we go. Can you see that? How it like shattered there? Okay, so I just have to bend harder. It's scary. I don't want to break, like completely break it. Okay, can you see how that shattered the image? Okay, that worked well. That's what I was hoping for. I'm not a fan of the background. You know what, let's set that aside to dry. Let me cut these down. And I will use a paper trimmer because I am not great at getting them straight with scissors. They don't have to be all the same size. Those are probably close, but not quite the same. This one. Those two are closer. I don't know if I will do all of them. If that will do everything, let's see. I have to find my Jelly Roll pen. Okay. Where's a scrap paper? Sometimes it gets a bunch of junk on the edge of it. Okay, let that dry, and then I will cut them and see if that's the direction I want to go in. I've never actually done this before, written out the words like this and cut them out and glued them on. I've seen a lot of people do it and I really like it. I just myself had never done it before, so I thought, why not try it? So it's supposed to be a challenge, right? So the idea is something like that, obviously a little different. Actually, I could kind of put them on, and they don't have to be straight either. Can actually, spacing can be a little better here. Okay, I like that. With that, what else should I do? I think I'll put the paints away. I think I'm done with those. I almost wonder, this is kind of giving it a bit of a antique-y, yellowy kind of hue. I almost wonder if I should come in with some gold splatters on the background. Let's see what I have. Okay. I'm gonna set this to the side because I have some options to play with. I found these like sparkly watercolors, and there's like a yellowy one. I also have Distress Mica Spray, Tarnished Brass. And I have this Winsor & Newton Gold Ink that gives gorgeous splatters. I love using that. Not sure if it is what I want for this, but let's see. Got my splatter box, and I've got, this is the same card watercolor panel as I used there. It was one I had done something else on and didn't use. I'll probably end up using that sometime, but I just want to practice the splatters. So I just want to, whoops. Do some of that. And these two paintbrushes I used with this gold, and I haven't cleaned them yet, so I might as well use one of those. This is such a pretty color. water to that yellow one, and I need to find a clean paintbrush. There's a clean one. I need more water. Okay. Not sure. Of course, it changes as it dries. That one is the mica spray. This one is the Winsor & Newton Gold. It's not dried yet. The little tiny ones are more dry, so you can see the sparkle a little bit there. But I'm kind of liking that yellow with the bit of shimmer. I think that one would work well. Okay, let's set this aside. And let's add that in here. Add some more water. And we'll see how this goes. We need more water. Oh, that did really big splats. Not just splats, it did really big lines, actually. Don't really care so much for that, but I think that's going to hide it, or at least most of it. Well, this challenge got me playing with actual watercolors, so that's fun. Yeah, that will hide most of it, and then the little words will glue on. Basically, I have to let that dry. Put this away. I really like that. That's cool. Anyway. That there. I wonder if I should distress the edges. I think I do want to do that. Just pull those out. I have to wait for this paint to dry. It seems mostly dry. So it is going to go eventually on a card base. I do think I would like to distress the edges. So I'm basically just going to be doing that, but I'm going to do it over my garbage can so I don't get this all messy. So I'll probably edit that part out of the video. Okay, here is the final distressed edge section. Now I'm just thinking, do I want to add black ink around there? I think I do. Okay, I have some Black Soot Distress Oxide ink and a little finger dauber. like that. Okay, that looks way better to me. Not everybody likes the distressed style or the watercolor style, but I am liking that. I'm just going to place these on again, kind of randomly. Should I be? Hopefully I'm not going to have a hard time picking them up off the card to glue them on. Okay. I will use my Bearly Art glue to glue these pieces down. And my tweezers. Okay, I like that. Now to glue this piece on. Adding lots of glue there. I like that. So now all I have to do is glue it onto a card base. And I think I will use my art glitter glue. Okay, week 8 of Altered Index 2025 with the prompt being Shattered Image. So again, thank you to Nonstop Paper Crafts for having this challenge and stretching my creative brain. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you're enjoying playing along if you are. And I'm enjoying seeing everybody else's creations on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. So with that, thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.